So far, we've gone through a lot of the checkpoints. Once we get to the top of the swing now, we're in one of the strongest positions that we can then just rotate and turn down. And that's the big thing. We've got to use the body. The body is our engine. The body is our power. If we've gone through the backswing and rotated to the top, and we've stayed within that cylinder we talked about before, so I've not gone too far to the right or too far to the left, I've stayed within that cylinder, and I've rotated my shoulders and I've rotated the hips. From that point then, to get a good strike, to hit that golf ball well, we would ideally like to hit the golf ball first and then ever so slightly make contact with the ground afterwards. And to do that, that happens up here. That happens at the top of the backswing. As we start to come down in the swing, the first movement is a slight movement towards the left. I'm going toward the left-hand side of that cylinder. Not excessively, but I want to get the slight movement toward the left so that I'm guaranteeing my strike point to happen at the right time. That's the big one. So I've turned to the top of the golf swing. I'm going to slightly move the body weight to the left, and then from there I'm going to unwind all of the power that has been created. All of the power that you've managed to create going back, we want to unwind. This is what I see for a lot of golfers, not just new golfers and established golfers alike. They will do something of the opposite. They'll want to go back and lift. I didn't mean to hit that, but you can see the result. Many top shots, many top shots when we try and lean back and lift. We have got 14 golf clubs in our bag to do certain jobs, and if you even just started, you might have a half set. All of those golf clubs do jobs for you. All of them golf clubs hit the golf ball higher and lower. You don't need to do it. Absolutely do not need to do it. So, top of the backswing, we've rotated, we've turned. I'm going to move to the left, unwind. Move to the left and then turn and unwind that torso. So if we slow that action down, you'll see that in a bit more detail. I've got to the top, I've moved the hip, and then what I did then from that point is I unraveled the rotation. I allowed my body to unravel all the turn it created, and what I did there is I hit the shot, I hit the golf ball first, and then just made a little indentation in the surface after, and that's where the divot took place. The golf ball went plenty high enough. I never had to force the golf ball up in the air. It went plenty high enough, and I'm not hitting these super hard. If I wanted to hit that harder, I could just unwind slightly faster, but it got the distance of 100 odd yards with an iron. I honestly didn't try and hit that super hard. Got to use your body. Your body is where the power comes from. Your body is where the real rotation comes from. If you look at some of the best players in the world, some of them aren't super strong, they're not super tall, they're not super athletic, but they can hit the ball a long way because they unravel their body in the best manner. I'm something similar. I'm not strong at all, I'm happy to admit that, but I can unravel my body, unwind it, while still just slightly moving the weight to the left, and then I can make a consistent action, a consistent strike. And this is with irons only. I'll do an ultimate, I'll do a complete golf swing driver guide as well, coming later. Coming down the line anyway. I just wanted to get this first golf swing guide up first. Last point on this is impact. Now, golf clubs have become incredibly forgiving, way more forgiving than they ever used to be. But there is still points on the club face where you have to hit. There is still a middle point on the club face. So important this, it's untrue. A lot of players just say, well, if I just hit the ball with that lump of metal, it's going to do the work. You've got to really pinpoint where you hit on the club face. And I would recommend doing this by a couple of things. Either getting some athlete's foot spray and spraying it on the face. It's like the powder, and you will see where you've made contact. Use impact tape. So use a sticker where you can see it. Use anything where you can actually see the indentation take place on the face. Even just when I've hit here, I've left a grass stain and I've just hit toe side of centre. But be so aware about where it hits, it's untrue. It really is. So I'll do it one more time. I'm not going to try and hit the golf ball. All I'm doing is I'm rotating and unwinding that rotation. Slight movement and then unwind. And I'm really focusing on finding the middle of that club face.